Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am highly excited to welcome you on this side of our video, Secrets of Public Speaking. It has been quite a long time since I made a video on public speaking. Today, we are going to look at something very interesting about public speaking. That is how to make the introduction of our speech captivating. Don't forget that my name is Joseph Jacob. For centuries, scholars have argued whether the introduction of our speech is more important than the body of our speech, or whether the body of our speech is more important than the introduction of our speech. The reason for this argument is basically the fact that the main thing, the nucleus, the meat, the engine of our speech is the body. That is where all the points we want to argue, we want to state, we want to expound, or we want to explain to the audience are located. So many scholars have argued if our important points are in the body of our speech, the body should be more important than the introduction. The problem with this argument is that if our introduction is not good, the audience may not be patient enough to wait till we get to the body of our speech. Therefore, the introduction of our speech can be seen as the door that leads to the room, which is the body of our speech. If we don't have access to that door, there is no way your audience will get to that room where they will now get all those goodies you have for them in the body of your speech. So the introduction is very important as well, because your introduction will help your audience to patiently wait till you get to the body of your speech. If your introduction is not good, your audience may not really be there with you mentally and emotionally as you outline the points in the body of your speech. So the introduction is very important. What does a good introduction entails? A good introduction must do two things. One, it must capture the interest of the audience. Two, it must sustain that interest until you get to the body of your speech. Remember, your audience are people that come from different backgrounds. They have different professions, and maybe they have different family challenges they are dealing with. As they sit in the auditorium waiting for you to mount the podium to deliver your speech, their minds will definitely wander into different directions. Some of them in the audience physically might travel thousands of kilometers away in their minds as they contemplate how to solve the problems they are facing on a daily basis. So when you mount the podium, it is your responsibility to help your audience to know that you are there. You capture their interest. You sustain that interest until you get to the body of your speech, where you will now give them the main gist of your speech. So for you to do that, you must get the attention of the audience. You must also sustain that attention. The big question is, how can you do this? It is very simple. Before we discuss how you can do this, you need to know that there are different types of introduction you can use for your speech. They include one of these types of introduction you choose to use for your speech. You can still use it to achieve the two things your introduction wants to accomplish. 1, to get the attention of the audience. 2, to sustain that attention until you get to the body of your speech. In our next video, we are going to take these types of introduction one after the other and use examples to see how your introduction can capture the interest of your audience and sustain it throughout your speech. Until then, please stay out of trouble and subscribe to our channel if you have not done so. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.